Hey guys, I wanted to make this video real quick just because I had something that's kind of been weighing on my heart for the past few days. So I kind of figured I'd share about it, or I guess vent about it a little bit, if you will. Um, just a real quick back story. When I first got clean and I moved back home from Florida, I had gotten involved in the alumni meetings where I went and got clean, and I put my name on their women's list. They have like a men's list and a women's list for those that are getting ready to leave rehab. And it's just kind of a list for you to call, for them to call you if they're going through a hard time or they're struggling and they need somebody other than family and friends to talk to. Now, I've been on that list a little over almost 3.5 years, and to be honest, I didn't really know until Sunday that I was still on this list. Sunday at I guess it would have been Monday at this point at 5 in the morning. I got a random phone call from this girl, and to be honest, at 5 in the morning, I mean, my daughter's sleeping, my fiance is getting ready to get up for work. I'm not exactly sure why I answered it, but I guess I looked at the phone and I just automatically I picked it up, and it was this girl. I'm not going to share any names or anything, but she basically was telling me how she had just gotten out and she had been clean for about a month, and she was crying, sobbing, because she said she made a mistake and she had a drink or two. And she was just sharing with me how she really wanted to be clean. She had an amazing support system from her family and her friends, but she was just afraid of, not being able to have fun in sobriety, and not being able to form relationships with girls. She shared that she's had a rough life getting along with girls, and she struggled with some other things. And throughout this time talking to her, I was just trying to share with her a little bit about my story, because there were certain things that I was able to relate to when it comes to getting along with girls and having relationships with girls. And I just kept trying to tell her, in order for you to stay clean, you need to want it for yourself, not for your family to be happy with you, and just all this about how you need to take a risk and just put yourself out there and create those relationships with those women, because it'll turn out a lot better than what you expect, and that's what's going to keep you clean. And I was a little disappointed, because I love helping people. Any chance that I can get to help somebody for any reason, I'm gonna jump on it. And it was a little upsetting, because I was trying to share this with her and she just kept cutting me off and coming up with excuses. And after we got off the phone, I kind of just had to, I guess, I don't know, I tried to let it go and just chalk it up to, that was her first time getting clean, maybe she just really isn't ready, or I don't know, whatever. But as that yesterday and today's gone on, I don't know, it's kind of just been stuck in my head, and it's kind of made me realize how blessed I am to not only still be clean today, but to be where I'm at today. When I first got clean, to be honest, I didn't really know whether I wanted to stay clean or what was going to happen. I had the same fears, how the hell am I going to have fun being sober? My life's going to be so boring. And it's actually quite the opposite. I've never been happier. Sure, I had great times when I was, drunk and stuff like that, but this is probably the happiest that I've ever been. I wouldn't trade anything in the world for my sobriety, my fiance, my daughter. And so it kind of, I guess, hearing her struggle kind of gave me a perspective on my life and where I'm at. And it made me really grateful for everything that I have, and how my days go. I mean, obviously everybody has struggles, things that they are having a hard time with. You know, you have rough days, you have good days, you know, ups and downs always, but my life could be a lot worse. I could have a lot more issues than I do now. I could just be, I could have, I could, I could not have like half of what I have today. I don't know, it really is an eye-opener. I'm truly blessed for what I've been given today. And I've really been learning not to take anything for granted, not to take anybody for granted, and to really put myself out there and, you know, go for what I want to do and stand up for myself and stand up for what I believe in. You know, we're not promised tomorrow. Even my sobriety, it's one day at a time. I never know what could happen. You know, things could be gone like that in a blink of an eye. So it's really just about appreciating everything you have, everyone that's around you, and, you know, really just doing your best to be the best person that you can be every day. And that's really all I want. I just want to be the best version of myself that I can be every single day. I want to take care of myself. I want to take care of my family. I want to raise my beautiful daughter to be a strong, independent woman, and to be able to take care of herself and experience some of the great things in life that I've been able to experience. And so at the time, I was like a little annoyed at how the conversation went with that girl, and the fact that it was like 5 in the morning. But now that I think about it, it truly was a gift, because it made me see how ungrateful I can be sometimes, or things that I take for granted. And so, you know, at the end of the day, that conversation, I'm glad it happened. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I always say it's going to be short, and then now this is almost like an 8-minute video, but I hope you guys watch this, and of course stay tuned for my next video. It should be up soon. Like, subscribe, share, you know, all that fun stuff. Comment. Great. See ya.